Hi everybody, happy Monday and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Lindsay and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark. And today I am here with an unboxing. We're going to be opening my July subscription box from Kristen D, my 6 items of jewelry. And then I have a box here from ThredUp. I'm not really sure which one it is, so we're gonna find out together. But I'll have it listed in the description, so you should know at that point when you're watching. And I do post mystery unboxing videos on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you do enjoy that type of content, I would love to have you subscribe. So before we get into the unboxing, I did want to go over a few things, give you guys a couple updates. I wrote down some items. This might be a little bit longer video, so feel free to grab a snack or drink. So the first thing we'll talk about, I guess, is the Real. As you noticed in my intro, I did not say that I'm a part-time reseller on the Real because I am no longer sending items to them. A little bit of an update on the sequestered item, which was that Prada blazer from the men's box. Really, there was no update. I had not heard anything back from them even after a couple follow-up emails. So I did go ahead and send a final email this morning letting them know that I will be in contact with the Better Business Bureau and also the Michigan State Attorney General on Friday morning if I do not have a tracking number provided with that item showing that it's en route back to me and or being fully compensated for it. And I once again sent them, what I had to know that it was authentic to the best of my knowledge. And just, this is unacceptable to be treated this way as a VIP consignor. So I will update you if I hear anything back. If I don't, on Friday, I'm going to follow through with a complaint. And hopefully that lights a fire under them to do something. And in terms of the missing consignment, I have been getting some follow-up just that they're working on it, but no resolution. And they have been feeding me some site credit in the meantime just to keep me at bay. The first time they gave me $50, and then on Thursday they gave me $100. So that one I'm going to let go a little bit longer because if they keep giving me site credit, then, at least that's something. That's not going to be enough to resolve the issue, $150, but it's at least something that I can use in the meantime. And I will be using that money most likely to purchase items for, reselling. And my birthday is actually at the end of this month, so I also have a $50 credit for that. So that is some nice amounts that are adding up. So hopefully that will continue, but I did send a follow-up email on that this morning, just seeing, what is the latest update. So really not much going on with that, but I have not been sending any more items in. A few of you have also reached out that they got an email from them regarding a new policy going into effect on items that are sent in after July 31st. So if you send in an item to them and you're not a VIP, so that does not apply to VIP, but any other tier, if you send an item in after July 31st and you don't like the way that they priced it, or you want to pull it off the website before the consignment period expires, you would be charged $15 to have that shipped back to you per item. So I really didn't take advantage of that very often, and I probably should have requested items back, but I did it once for a Burberry skirt. I think I had posted that on my community page. They wanted to list it for like $60, and I said, no, I'll just take it. So, that is definitely something to consider. Before sending an item in, is that it would cost you that amount if you had second thoughts about it. The consignment period, I believe, lasts for a full year. And then after the year is up, then it becomes property of the Real. And I don't think I've ever had any items that lasted that long because, as you know, they keep discounting down the items so aggressively. and at a certain point they become non-returnable and their final sale. So usually they can move the items within that period, but if there was anything that for some reason did not sell, you would be subject to the $15 fee. That is for clothing, and then it was $100 plus shipping for any oversized items or fine art. So something to keep in mind with that. The other thing I had written down, of course, is the ongoing, ThredUp, the shipping, and I'm sure some of you are really tired about hearing about this. So when the news came out, well, really news did not come out. Nobody was notified. We just kind of found out as we were trying to buy boxes that there is now a $9.99 shipping charge, and that is also for the top tier VIT. A few people, including myself, had reached out to ThredUp and they said, oh, no worries, you can use your point promo code and we'll just refund you back the $9.99 is what they said. Well, I have not purchased a box since then, so I haven't had a chance to try that out. But I have had 2 different subscribers reach out to me. One purchased a box Friday and the other one purchased one today. And they tried to contact ThredUp with their promo code from their points, and they were both denied and said, no, that's not applicable for rescue boxes. So I'm wondering if the reps that told me that and some other resellers that misspoke, and maybe they'll honor it for a one-time thing, but going forward, I would not be confident that they would have any intention of refunding that $9.99. So we are still, trying to get some more feedback on that. I know a couple other resellers did purchase a box and reached out to ThredUp. And, this whole thing just doesn't sit well with a lot of us, myself included. This is just a little bit different than a normal price increase. I mean, obviously we know the cost of everything is going up. We were saddled with a pretty large price increase from ThredUp last fall. They raised the designer box $20. There was a large increase on the jewelry box, but the one benefit of being the VIT was that we still had the free shipping. And, then now with this change, they've only hit their, top customers now by taking that away. And, the whole points thing is just, I don't even know what the points are for. I have 17,000 points that I cannot use. I was actually browsing the website over the weekend and looking at some different things, non-rescue box related, but if you try to use your points, you can't use any other promotions they have going on. So over the weekend, they had a 40% off code that included free shipping, but you can't, use your $10 off coupon from the points with it. So I can't even think of an instance when it would even make sense to use the point code. So it's all very frustrating, but I will keep you updated of any more information that comes out. As I showed in Thursday's video, I still have a lot of boxes here, so I don't have any intention of ordering anything anytime soon. I'm not going to, say goodbye to ThredUp forever, but I'm certainly going to be buying boxes in more moderation and not keeping such a large stockpile that I have been doing. So those were 2 things I wanted to mention. The third thing is I do still have 3 DIY designer boxes and 4 jewelry jars that I have listed in my Poshmark closet, if anybody is interested in those. The DIY boxes include 5 items that I've unboxed in the DIY boxes. And they do include at least 1 pair of shoes or 1 purse, and at least 1 item that is, just ready to list as is. It's not just all, flawed clothing. There will be flawed items in there, but there will be at least 1 item that is, ready to list, and you will get 1 pair of shoes minimum. And then the jewelry jars are all wearable, no craft, and they include brooches, necklaces, bracelets, and earrings. So check those out if you're interested. And the final thing I was going to get into were Posh shows. So these are the live shows on Poshmark. Probably about a month ago, I was just overwhelmed with all the notifications coming through for Posh shows. And it seemed like that had slowed down a little bit, but over the past week or week and a half, they've really exploded again. Everybody seems to be having a Posh show, a silent show, a live show. And I actually had the notification in my feed that I was now eligible to have a show. So I did have a couple silent shows, 2 yesterday and 1 today, just trying it out. I will say the silent shows are super easy. You're just selecting items that are already in your closet and you set what price you want to auction it at, and then it'll just go through the pictures, and it's very little work involved, which is great. But I just did not have a turnout of people. My first show, I actually sold 6 items, and most of that was due to a loyal subscriber and supporter who was in the show, much appreciated. And then one other prior customer had bought a couple things. But the other 2 shows, I did not make any sales. A few likes on the items, and I think it does, bring a little bit of traffic into your closet. But just wondering what your thoughts are about the whole Posh shows. I know the notifications are incredibly annoying and they clog up the feed with Poshmark. But if you've had a show, let me know how they've gone and what your thoughts are about them. I had never intended to have one because, I did have a couple live sales on Whatnot last year, and it was just so much work. But, these were just very simple when you already have the item listed in your closet. So I think that's about all I wanted to talk about. We can go ahead and get on with the unboxings. Before the ThredUp box, I am going to do my jewelry from Kristen D. These come once a month through her Patreon, and they run $34.99 for 6 items. They are all wearable quality jewelry, brand name. And if you do see anything that you're interested in, feel free to send me an email and we can talk about a price. And she always includes a little card here. And let's take a look at what we got. I'm going to pull everything out first. I think we might have possibly a J. Crew, but we'll see. All right, so first up, we have, it looks like a bracelet. And this is very pretty. It's like a metallic faux pearl. I assume they're faux pearls. And this is Talbot's. So that's excellent. And the clasp just opens like that. So very pretty. Go with anything type of piece, and that's awesome that it comes on and off so easily. I'm actually going on a work trip next week, and that's one thing I have to consider is with the bracelets, being able to pack ones that I know I can put on myself. So something like this would be great. And I will still have my videos next week, but I will be shutting down my Poshmark closet while I'm away. That's actually what I've been working on today, is getting all of my clothes ready for the trip, because I work from home for the last 10 years. And if I have to travel for work, it's once a year, if that. So it's just always an ordeal trying to figure out what I need to bring. So here is a gold tone, very dainty necklace. And this is Madewell. That's awesome. So this is a really nice layering piece. It does have a long extender, so a lot of options with this. Madewell usually does very well in my closet, so I'm excited about that. I actually just listed a different Madewell necklace yesterday. All right, and here is a nice rhinestone statement necklace, and this is Loft. So it is an antique gold tone with the different colored rhinestones and some faux pearls. So that is very pretty, nice longer length. So very nice. And this is the one I thought might be J. Crew. And it is J. Crew. There's a little tag there. And it does have the lobster claw clasp. And this one is very pretty. It is a yellow and blue. I do not have any that are in this colorway in my closet, so that's really pretty with the neon and the antique gold tone. So that is awesome. And next up is a pair of Leah Sophia hoops. These are really nice. They're super lightweight, which is awesome. And they're a good size, maybe like an inch and a half. New on the card, so those are great. And lastly, we have another statement necklace. A lot of rhinestones in this box, which I do love bling. And this one is, I believe this is Ann Taylor. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. So it is marked on the clasp as well. It's kind of like a shepherd's hook, so you can adjust it on any of the little lengths on the extender. That's super pretty. It's like a gold and a clear. So that is really nice for summer. I love that. So as always, this was a great box. Plenty of items in here for reselling, and you know, some that I would love to keep as well. So we had this beautiful necklace from Ann Taylor, the J. Crew. We had the Loft necklace, the Madewell necklace, the Leah Sophia earrings, and the Talbot's bracelet. So excellent. Thank you so much, Kristen. And I will link her channel. If for some reason you're not subscribed to her channel yet, I will link that in the description box, along with a link to her Patreon. And again, these boxes do run $34.99 and they are shipped out on the 1st of every month. But you can cancel anytime if you only want to try, you know, one box. There's no problem. You just cancel right on the Patreon app. So thank you again, and let's go ahead and take a look at our box here. This one does not have a sticker. I did already have the name crossed out, so I don't know if there was an invoice that I had already pulled out of this one, but I have no idea what it is. It did come from Swanee, Georgia, because in addition to the designer boxes, I know I had ordered a shoe box and a Coach box at some point. So this one does have the invoice in it. And this is actually my Coach handbag box. I ordered this back on May 16th. They run $100, but I believe I ordered this one when there was a promo code. So I'll have to find out that information and I'll put it in the screen. But I believe there was a 15% off code when I ordered it. All right, so here's a first look at the box. It looks a little bit rough from the first glance. So let's take a look and see. First up, we have a leather shoulder bag, and this is like a taupe color, and there's a lot of marks on the outside. So I do believe this is a vintage Coach. The creed ends in 1870, which I learned from Janet at Happy Hour Haulers that before, I believe, 1994, that did not mean anything, the creed, in terms of a style number. So I'll have to look that up. And I did receive a vintage Coach in my name brand handbag box, and it was in really rough condition. I did nothing to it, and it sold within like 2 hours for $65. So there are a lot of people that are interested in restoring these. So I think that this will do very well. So even in this condition, I am happy with this one. And this must be our accessory here. It is a wristlet. And just the canvas monogram. It's really in good shape, so not really a complaint with this one. You can probably get 20 bucks for that. And this is a little bit bigger one that would hold a phone, so that's nice. And next up we have this little shoulder bag in multicolor. And this is just a canvas. And it looks like overall it's kind of discolored and there's some spots on it. So I would definitely take the tub of towels to this and see if I can get it cleaned up. But the overall structure of the purse looks good. The leather is very nice. Just mainly some discoloration. And the style number on this one is 5657. So it is not a factory purse. And the inside looks pretty nice. So I have never seen this one before, but it is a nice bright color, and I think that I can clean it up. There's no rips or tears in it. So in general, it's in pretty good shape. And next up we have this wine color leather purse. And this one does have a little bit of lightening on the leather around the corners. But the leather is super soft. This is a nice size, and the strap is just a shoulder. I don't know if it comes with a longer strap. It does not. This one is 18609, I believe. The interior satin does need a bit of a cleaning. There's some staining in there. But I do love the color, and it's a nice size. It's not too big. So I think that this one is nice. So definitely a good variety so far. I mean, at least it's not all of the canvas monogram style ones. I love the color with the gold tone. That's nice. And last up, we do have a tote. And this is just a black canvas with the shimmer kind of stripe on it. And it has leather handles. Those look like they're in pretty good shape. A zip top closure. And the interior is interesting. It's like a striped. And this one is 18798E. So that's weird. I've never seen one that ends in an E before. So if you're watching, Janet, you'll have to tell me what that is. I've never seen that. So, I mean, this one's pretty nice as well. The exterior is pretty good. There's a little bit of wear on the corners where there is some tearing. But, you know, that's not a super big deal. And it does have a couple interior pockets and a zip closure pocket as well. So it just really needs a good wipe down in there, but overall, this one is not bad. So I think this was a pretty decent box. I think that vintage Coach will do pretty well. So we had the tote for one. We had the wine colored little satchel for number two. We had the multicolor for 3, 4 with the wristlet, and we had 5 with the vintage. So I think this box was pretty good. And again, I got this one on a discount code, and obviously when there was free shipping as well. So cost of goods should be more closer to $18, I believe, than the normal $20. So overall, I think this was pretty good. Let me know what your thoughts are. I appreciate you hanging in there. I know this was a longer video. Have a great week. I will be back on Thursday with another video, and you know, we'll just keep each other in the loop. If there's any updates between now and then, you know, certainly let me know what your experiences have been like, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.